Hi guys, welcome back. I am going to share another layout that I've done with my Kit series. This is Carta Welcome Home. So I've done a double page layout, a single page layout, and now this is going to be my third layout, or four if you're counting pages. I'm showing you what I have left of the papers. So if you missed the other videos, be sure to back those up. Or back up and catch those, and I have a few more layouts to come, so be sure to stay tuned. This is the extra sticker sheet that I pulled in that Simple Stories Hearth and Home, and then I also pulled a wood grain paper from that collection, which is a new one from a Flavors of the Month kit. Just so that I would have a few more embellishments, and I just love wood grain. It's kind of a funny story, but you have to stay to the end about the wood grain. So on this layout, I have a photo that I ended up putting two of them on a 4x6. This is just a day-to-day memory that I want to document. This is my daughter. She was at home alone one day at her house and decided she wanted peach cobbler. She'd never made one, so she decided she was going to try her hand at it, found a recipe, made it, sent me pictures, and made me drool, and I did eventually get to sample it, and it was amazing. So I just want to document that. This collection was great. The colors work great with the photos that I have. And this Hearth and Home sticker sheet has lots of baking embellishments. So that was another reason why I pulled it out to go with this Kit series, is because I had some few photos that I had in mind that I was going to try to complete. So on this little wax paper sheet, I had pulled some embellishments. Some of them are from the collection. A lot of them are from my sticker binders or my notebooks and things that have extra embellishments that I stick on there. Since I knew I kind of wanted to use the yellow paper, I had tried to find some yellow embellishments. So I have those stickers, the photo op and the OMG, but the yellows just do not work. I thought since they would be smaller and further apart that I might be able to pull them in, but I do not use them. So here I'm just going back through the sticker sheets and pulling out anything that I know will help tell this story. So there were several little word labels that I knew would be great, and a couple of other small embellishments because I knew I was going to need more. So since these are just basically one 4x6, I decided to do an 8.5 by 11. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I got to do it in a Crop and Create event, and I have fallen in love with it. So you're going to see a few more coming. I really enjoy working with this size. So I had went through the papers, tried to pick out the ones that I liked. I had this narrow strip with the text, and I thought that looked great, and I'm telling the story. It's not necessarily about the photos, it's the story. And I knew I wanted to pull the yellow in, and this bowl has red around it. So I thought the red was the great complement. So here I'm trying to decide, do I want the bigger red piece as the background and then the banner or the photo mat in the yellow? You know, which colors do I want? And I'm loosely basing it off on the sketch, on the page map sketch from February. So I ended up deciding I definitely want the yellow. I felt like the big red background took up too much attention from the photo. And because I want to use that green tag that says homemade, it started to me looking kind of like Christmas, which I didn't want to do. So I'm going to do the big yellow on the background, and I'm going to make the banner out of the red. Now, the back side of that red was this gorgeous floral, and I love florals, and so I was tempted to use it. But if you look at it, you now notice the banner. You don't notice the photos. So that is going to get flipped over. I'm going to go back to my original idea. I want the red so that it plays off the red in the bowl. And we're going to sacrifice those beautiful flowers, and I'll get them in somewhere else, hopefully. Since I do have that dead spot in the bottom of the photo, I decide that's a perfect place for the tag. So this is an obvious place to start my large cluster, and I'm going to go ahead and use that as part of my title. So a lot of times if you're not sure where to start your clusters, you can look at your photos or, spaces that you have. Of course, this one you could go in any direction around that photo in a triangle. You could do a diagonal from the top left down to the bottom right because of the way the background paper is. You can do your triangles just about anywhere on a layout. But because of that dead spot in that photo, that's going to be my bulk. And then I'm going to end up just putting that little bitty cluster up the top that I've kind of started. I had that banner that said yum, 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 which I really wanted to get in, a little flower. I have that wooden spoon. So that makes a small little cluster. So then for your third cluster, you could come down to the left side of the photo somewhere. I'm going to end up not really doing a cluster. I'm going to use that little word label on top of the photo, and it says delicious, and that's just going to act as my other point of my triangle so that I keep my photo kind of focused. Because this is an 8.5 by 11, I just don't have as much space. I don't need a whole lot of embellishing, so you know, it works out perfect. So that little doily was just a die cut that I've had. That is such an old embellishment, but I wanted to get it in. It had that word on it. I ended up covering it up with a label sticker that says made with love. I'm going to add my date down there. I had the glove that just worked out perfect, the oven mitt. And that's basically all I'm going to do to the embellishments. And I'm kind of showing you the dimension and all of that here. That's what really pulls it together. I am going to go back with my black journaling pen and outline just to bring some definition to those background papers. So you'll see the still photo here. So this was a very quick layout and another memory documented. So I hope you're enjoying the series and you'll come back for the next layout that I have coming. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.